Hey guys, in this video, we are going to learn a new hook. So we'll start with creating use session stories. If you have watched my previous video, you might have seen how we created use local stories. So now in this video, what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a new brand new hook that is called use session stories. It will be almost same like the previous one, but we will be using different stories this time. So first what we need to do is we'll have to analyze what will be the return type here. So I'm going to return value and update value at this time. And first we'll have to determine whether we have a stored value in our local storage or so earlier we had local storage, but this time it is session storage. So I'm just going to check if that is available, then I will pick it. Otherwise, what I'm going to do is whatever I have passed it from the while calling it, I'll be considering that as my initial value. So now once I identified what will be my initial value, next what I can do is I can create a state. I will use the initial which I have identified at line number 4 to create my local state here, and I'll be using the set value uh, uh, set value that is returning that we are getting from use state in update value actually. So here while updating your session storage, what we'll have is we'll pass one value that I'm taking it as a new value, and when I will receive it, I'll just use this value to save it. Now what I'm doing here is I am using the key and new value to set it in the session storage. That's it. And now I'm going to undo my line of comment. The last line is we need to export it so that we can use it in the app component or any other component you want. Now I'm just going to have a basic example to see if this is working or not. So this time as well, I'm going to take one example of name. So consider I have scenario and I need to set name. So I'm using use session storage instead of use state. So and I'll just have some default name as unnamed, and let's say I'll define I will use the default value here. It's not default value, but yeah, it will change once we update it. So to update the into this session storage, I'll use a button, and this button here I can call it as update name. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to add one click handler here, and in this click handler what I will do is I will use set name which I have returned from use session storage, and this time if I update set name, if I use set name to update anything, it will be updated in session storage. Unlike use state, there we just update it in a local state. Now it will persist. Now you see I'm having some spaces, so I'll just cover it, add a div, and we'll keep it inside so that I will have a new line here. Okay, now it looks good for now. So let me just open it in the new tab. All right, I will be opening the application tab so that I can show you the session storage here. All right, let's go in application tab, and this is actually this is local storage. We need to see the session storage, so let me open it. All right, so for the timing, it's just clicked it. So let me just clear my session storage for now. And when I refresh the page, what it will appear is the default value. Once I click, I will see that my session storage is updated with install skill.